What we are going to do now is to create a benched pit. First we try the sloped pit and then we'll go to the benched. For a sloped pit we had 65 degree from top to the end, so it would be one level with 65 degree. And for the bench we have first one level with 65 degree, then it would be a catch bench, and then it will go down 65 degree again. Alright. Now let's start the sloped. For the sloped, go to the surface, make sure that you are in the surface mining toolbar, and go to the surface and design bench pit. We need to define the ground surface, which is the top elevation of the topo is surface topo file, and pit bottom surface is the lowest level of the lowest strata, which is C2 key elevation group. Select that. Next, we want the pit bottom surface by elevation. Pit bottom surface by, you can have it by elevation. If it's by elevation, you should define an elevation, and that would be the lowest level. But because we already defined the file, so then we'll go to surface file. So pit bottom surface by surface file. Let me have my laptop in charge. Okay. Alright. And then the slope direction is down. So we start from the top elevation going down. And the slope method is offset. Horizontal interval, let's have it 10. Vertical interval, let's have it 10. So it would be intervals of the grid that it will make to show the slopes. And then you can have mid-bench of height. If you have a 25 or 50, so the density of the lines that it shows the slopes, it would be higher. You'll see, or you can try it later and see how it looks like. And then you can name it pit sloped, and this is by 65. And then same thing. Here, and then bench tapered surface I up 50. I'll change minimum bench height to 0. And also we want to write output surface. So make sure to check like output surface and click O, and we don't want to report volume. So before clicking anything else, make sure to uncheck report volumes, because these volumes, it would be just the volume of the bench, not including the stratas, and we don't want that. There is no use for our purpose. So uncheck that and click OK. So then here we want to define the cut slopes. What we have here with degree, so cut slope format is based on degree of 65, and our target, it would be surface until it reaches to a certain surface. And what is that surface? We can select it when it reaches to the bottom elevation, which is C2 key elevation grid. So it means that with 65 degrees from the top elevation, which is the topo, it goes down until it reaches to the C2 key elevation, which is the bottom of the pit. And now you can click OK. Now it asks for pick pit polyline. So you can select the polyline and it starts to calculate the benches. We'll wait until it calculates. And now you can see the grid files of the bench with density of 10. So that is what I was saying. If you change that to 25 or 50, so that would be the distance between these lines. Alright. So now it asks for output grid to write. So the grid that we can save this, it would be pit sloped. So I already named a same file and I redo it for this map. So I name it, you can name it pit slope highwall 65 or just pit slope 65 and save it. And then it would says, oh, because I have an underline, so it could not save that for me, but it should be fine for yes, it would be always. Alright, so now you have all these lines, that is this, and next is to do the grid estimation for this new pit. So go back to reserve timing and we want to reserve surface mine reserves. Alright, so select that. We want modeling method of, let's have it based off geologic model. So then any method that you've used in geologic model, it will use the same here. And then surface of top, source of top surface model can be the model as well. And then source of bottom surface model, we can have just strata model or the surface file. Okay, so then it will ask for it. And then we have strata to include all, and we want to calculate strata quality and use name pit areas. We don't change anything in adjustments and output. Alright, so we can save this format as select it and then click OK. So now it will ask for the geologic model file, which we select our geologic model. Next it asks for the object. So we want all the pits that it was modeled. So if you select everything, it will highlight the boundary and enter. So now it asks for the bottom surface elevation, which we said that it would be by surface. And this would be the grid file of C2 key elevation. However, that C2 key elevation, it will include everything, but we want the file that we just made for the grid. So we asked when we were calculating these lines, we asked it to save everything in a grid as well. So then let's select that one that we just made. And then it goes to report formatter. I can so let's have it strata thickness C1 times and then hash so far ETU and moisture. We can have this. We want to display table header and let's export to Excel. This would be this one, and then you can copy it and paste it to the other Excel that you already have. Alright, and now you can exit out of this, turn off the layer for the sloped pit that you have. Alright, so now we want to create the bench pit. We have somehow same steps for the bench pit. Go back to surface, design bench pit. Well, we want everything is same. Select files for the ground surface is topo file. Bottom of the pit is C2 key elevation. We want to write output report, and our pit bottom surface is by surface file, and then we are sloping down, and the method is offset, and let's have the intervals of 10, but then let's change the name of the pit to benched, and the pit layer again as benched, and then I click OK. Here we have cut and slope format by degree, which is fine. Select the target surface. However, our first target would be C1 key elevation, and it goes down with width of 60. And there is no bench slope percent, so it means our bench pit is 60 feet with no angle. So we don't have angle bench. So it's all flat. Catch bench. And then we have another bench with bench face of 65 degree going down to the surface of bottom of the pit, which is C2 key elevation, and we are all set. And you can click OK, we want to pit polyline, and it starts to calculate. We'll wait for its calculations. Now we want to name the grid file as pit bench 65 and save. So now if you pay attention, we have this kind of grid, which means that it has some slope. It is flat here and then it's slope again, and the elevation of the second slope is lower. And there should be some problem here, which I don't know. Yours should not be like this. It should be actually like this. This is how it should look like. So if it looked like the other format, so maybe you have some something different picked as the pit or the grid spacing. Alright, and then we want to have reserve estimation. Go to reserves, timing, and surface. Mine reserves. Geologic model, we want to base up model, surface file, and calculate strata qualities as use names. Click OK. Select geologic model. Select the pit. And the bottom elevation, I have the one that I've just made, which is pitch benched 65, and then same format, and then you can get this Excel file exported. And that's it. You can copy and paste it in the same Excel that you have all the reports, and you're set. Good luck with this lab and good project.